5's not deceiving, 'cause every time they put up my track, they don't charge them listening. Then maybe my top's so untouchable, the world's been turned to pork, no. On Total Request AI, I wanna be your guy. I wanna be the one that gets one over on one, so they face my retribution. On Total Request AI, where I can read your mind and spin the newest hits made live as we make a revolution. So if you wanna woo for a web at the matinee, get a certain 1,500 gents to spread the rumor I'm paying rent. On Total Request AI, I wanna be your guy. I wanna be the one that makes you cry out for a revolution. On Total Request AI, where I can read your mind and spin the newest hits made live as we storm through a revolution.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. We're back at it again, kids. It's FFOP Radio. I'm, Deathbed Dave, my Halloween DJ persona. Welcome once again. Let me introduce you to my co-host and producer. Krista's right over there.
Hi.
So what have we got here for you tonight? It's a regular old radio broadcast. First of all, welcome everybody. Ryan, half native, Mr. Yabo.
Mr. Yabo.
FDO. Everybody, welcome. Just so we're caught up, this is Total Request AI. What I did was got some suggestions, went to YouTube and a bunch of other places, mostly the Discord, and asked for AI prompts and decided I got a way to fix the show, right? Because when you watch me type, that's not super cool. So I've got 12 tracks total from various people, and we're going to get to hear them. So if we go and we want more, I've got the ones from the last show that I could play too. Mm-hmm. We'll just see how the show goes. I've got some talking points, this, that, and the other. But in the meantime, and by the meantime, I mean right now, let me go ahead and get us started with a little something. So the first track we have is a little ditty called Pixel Dreams. It's a 1980s inspired, like Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star sort of feel, or that's what I was shooting for. This one came to us by FDO, or from FDO's prompt. It doesn't sound like the Buggles. I've heard it. It's not a number one. I don't know if this would make the single, but you're about to hear it. So please sit back and enjoy FFOP Radio.
Of a Saturday night, flicker old school channels and the radio waves. We'd all sit and listen for the new wave craze. But now the world is changing fast. The dial's gone digital, we've left the past. The TV fading, it's in the rear view. The future's streaming and we're tuning into pixel dreams on a digital screen, where the past is gone and the future's unseen. Ninja kick the damn TV, we're living in a world that set us free. From radio waves to streaming light, we're dancing through the pixel night. We don't need antennas or a silver disc, just a little device to make it all click. No more waiting for the show to start. Now we're in control, we're the beating heart. From vinyl grooves to the cloud up high, we've traded the past for a digital sky. Old tunes play in a new kind of way, but sometimes we wish we could replay. Pixel dreams on a digital screen, where the past is gone and the future's unseen. Ninja kick the damn TV, we're living in a world that set us free. From radio waves to streaming light, we're dancing through the pixel night. We say goodbye to the old black and white. Now everything's color, but we miss the fight. The songs that used to come on late at night, now they're all inside a stream of light. But in our hearts we still hear the sound of radios and shows that once were around. They shaped our world, but we let them go. Now we ride the wave to a new techno glow. Pixel dreams on a digital screen, where the past is gone and the future's unseen. Ninja kick the damn TV, we're living in a world that set us free. From radio waves to streaming light, we're dancing through the pixel night. Turn up the volume and let it play. A new world's waiting, we're on our way. Ninja kick the damn TV and embrace the future wild and free. For radio waves, home, fade out with the sin.
FFOP Radio, that was Pixel Dreams. Now, obviously, it's more inspired by the Buggles in content, not in sound. I cannot get it to replicate any sound consistently or like reliably, even on the first attempt. So a couple of things also. If you enjoy any of these songs and you want to get them for yourselves for whatever reason, I'm going to put them in the Discord. In our Discord, there's also a link to that in the description here. So if you like any of these songs, I'm going to post them in the songs chat room. Is that a thing? Chat room?
Channel?
Thread? Channel? Go to my whisper. Just kidding. But yeah, so they're all will be there. So this one coming up here, it hits a little close to home, I'll be honest with you. So this is the one that Krista asked for. These are basically kind of in order of where I received them in time, but I mixed them up a little bit so it wouldn't be like the same person twice in a row. So this one hits a little close to home. It's the toaster strudel versus Pop-Tart thing now sweeping through this show, like
sweeping the nation,
like fire through a California countryside.
Mr. Yabo got a new desk chair.
Oh, very nice. Don't underestimate a good desk chair, especially if you work at a desk or even if you just like casually surfing the net or whatever, YouTube videos. Do your ass the favor. Don't cut corners where your ass is concerned. Toilet paper, underwear, chairs, blow those out because you're going to blow something else out if you don't, right? That being said,
here's the Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts versus toaster strudels. This song is actually called, what is it called? It's actually called Team Toaster Strudel. Did I make up that title? No. I just asked for a fair and balanced
Diet.
strudel versus Pop-Tart balanced breakfast. And this is what, I was going to say MTV. This is what the AI came up with. It picked a side, and I guess, thanks to its computer brain, it picked the right one. So please enjoy this Team Toaster Strudel.
Toaster strudel wrote me letters first. Frosted love notes with my breakfast. And she told me that Pop-Tarts had got rich off a factory farm with unhappy people. Love letters turned to weekly fights. No flaky hopes about berries and cream. I'm picking up toaster strudel after work. She arrives with Pop-Tart, a riding shotgun. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. No, I don't know who I thought you were. Go on, make your bed with tougher. Girl, you missed your shot, I'm choosing sides now, don't be hurt. I'm Team Toaster Strudel first. It started with the picket fence. Pop-Tarts called it a gastronomical disaster. Toasty trotters gorged themselves on frosting and were forcibly milked for seasonal filling. No longer competing with other factions, but afraid of the devotees that betrayed her. Toaster strudel upped our objections. It's only revolution when you're losing. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. No, I don't know who I thought you were. Go on, make your bed with tougher. Girl, you missed your shot, I'm choosing sides now, don't be hurt. I'm Team Toaster Strudel first. I remember us first meeting in my kitchen. Mint condition, popping that shit open, preheat. Pronounced it made her beat. 1 second, baby, please. Did your daddy teach you this? On a secret family farm. Is there room in the back seat? There could be.
Guys, that was Team Toaster Strudel. And yeah, you can hear them on the 2007 Warped Tour. They go on right after the matches with Audio Blood. But yeah, like what a bizarre experience that was. I don't know what I asked for the prompt, like genre-wise. I think she just wanted like SoCal pop punk or something.
I think it was like 80s pop punk. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That was, what was it again? The Team Toaster Strudel. That's Krista. So also, pardon my manners. Like I made notes to talk about stuff, and I was like, I'll remember this part up first, because like, why wouldn't I? I want to send a special thank you to FDO, who did basically the visuals you're seeing. And FDO, this is not how I envisioned it going either, but I decided to do it on the fly not half an hour ago because I'm always behind schedule. And so, you know, the MTV style bumper came to us from FDO, aka Shrimpinator. So thank you much for that. Super cool. I am digging the shit out of it. But moving on, this one is a little weird. All right. I forget. I think you guys are insanely attached to the folk genre, it turns out. Very, very eclectic group, the audience of this show. Sea shanties and folk music for them. You know, partying with these people is just like a real Amish barn raiser. That being said, this is a folk song. It's called Better Friends in the Sea. Now, the impetus behind this was that I guess dolphins make better friends than sheep or something along those lines. I don't know if it was friends or not. I made these a while ago.
I think it was who makes better friends, dolphins or sheep.
Yeah, either way, it's a bizarre concept.
And that was a Brick one, right?
Yeah, this is from Brick Newton. I hope you enjoy it. It came out good musically, but obviously it's going to be a little confusing lyrically, so buckle up.
A flock of woolen heads they follow, no depth in their gaze. The shepherd's crook leads them through the endless, mindless maze. But dolphins in the ocean, with wisdom in their eyes, together, playful laughter beneath the blue wide skies. Oh, give me fins and freedom, where waves roll wild and free, away from thoughtless herds in the endless ancient sea. With dolphins by my side, I know the truth will keep so much better friends in the deep than simple careless sheep. The sheep stand in the meadow with vacant, empty stares, bound to land and pasture, confined by human cares. Yet dolphins dance through currents, in unity they glide, share dreams and silent secrets out where the oceans hide. Oh, give me fins and freedom, where waves roll wild and free, away from thoughtless herds in the endless ancient sea. With dolphins by my side, I know the truth will keep so much better friends in the deep than the simple careless sheep. Shepherd's bark commands, and woolly ones obey. Their silent, timid hearts not meant to lead the fray. But dolphins sing their songs in harmony they call, in waters deep and boundless, for one and for all. Sail away from shallow fields to oceans strong and wide. Leave behind the bleeding flocks, with dolphins let's confide. No hurter to restrain us, just waves and endless tide. In the laughter of the dolphins, true spirit shall abide.
FFOP Radio, guys, that was Better Friends in the Sea. Started out pretty folky, right? And then for some reason, it went full rock opera at the end.
Yeah.
When I first heard that, I go, you know, so be it. You know, I'm not the composer. I'm simply the guy behind the keyboard. But that was okay. So here's the full disclosure too. Some of these I only had to run like once, and it was nailed it within the first two, like it always spits out. Some of these I had to run like 8 and 10 times to get something that didn't absolutely suck. And I tried like the new weird lyric version and all the abstract stuff, and it didn't say the F word as much this time around. I think it threw shit in there a few times, but it just, I don't know. So, sometimes the AI just gets it in one.
Yeah.
And other times it's like, yikes, really terrible stuff. But, you know, I got 2,000 credits every month.
So before you go into your talking points, if anybody has any topics, genres, or anything for another...
Yeah, if you want to get in on this as you're watching or whenever, throw it in the comments, throw it in the typing square.
I'll write it down.
Crystal will write it down. It'll make it on the next show because I'm always going to take suggestions for the next episode. So, yeah, there we go. A little bit of folk for you guys. Now, it's I don't know. Here's the thing. Because FDO brought up a good point in the chat, right? The AI seems to really do well with country western and folk and that sort of like soft stuff. And all of its metal seems to come out like no slam against Rammstein, but like Rammstein metal.
Yeah.
Where it's like very formulaic. It's like an episode of House, the song. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the steps, and like there's going to be talking in certain amount of rhythm and like blah, 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 singing in the chorus, and then it goes back to blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'm still working on that. There's very few ways around that I'm finding. No matter what genre I try, I either get a dude barking and unintelligible or like way too Stradivarius-y.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So that, you know, that's just the way it rolls out. And, you know, not to bring up, you know, put salt into old wounds, but, you know, we talked about the toaster strudel versus Pop-Tarts debate earlier. The Cola Wars, I have to address this, right? Like, because I've sort of dug in my heels in the RC camp while everybody around me gets brainwashed into the other two-party system, right? I feel like you guys deserve the truth. I haven't had an RC Cola in like 15 years.
Yes, at
Something
least.
like that.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be honest, and it's an unpopular, I don't know if this will break the meme or not. I'm actually a huge fan of Jarritos. Jarritos.
Mexican cola.
Mexican cola. Good Lord, me and Stan Lee. I saw him drinking that in The Hulk, the Eric Bana one, probably 20 years ago. And I go, I don't know about that. Cut forward to today, and I'm on board to the tune of all the time. Not all the time. I have like one a week. But like, there it is. I'm you know, I've been pushing the RC banner, but underneath, I was actually a Jarritos guy the whole time. You know, that's all I got for you about that. That being said, this is the next one. It's based totally in fiction. This is one of FDO's submissions. It came in somewhere. I totally forgot about it until this afternoon and threw it on the list here. So this is a sort of a narrative song because it's going to tell the story about a very unfortunate family. There's a death in it, but the show must go on essentially, and they have a very unique name. These are based on real simulated events, and if you don't understand what that means, I'll explain it after we listen to it. So take a listen to the Dang it! Oh yeah, it's the Hobgobs. I already named it that, so that's the name. It's the Hobgobs.
It was a sunny day, the party was set. The Hobgoblins were ready to make it the best yet. Bob with his jokes and the girls with their charm. But then came a disaster, setting off alarms. Mac and cheese on the stove, oh what a scene. A recipe failure if you know what I mean. Flames in the kitchen, it all went up high. And poor mom was gone just like that, oh my. The guests came in, but no one could cheer. They all gathered round, but the mood wasn't clear. Mourning over an urn, while the dip's getting cold. At least the potato salad's still good, we're told. The Hobgoblins now they're a sitcom on display. With fire in the kitchen and no one to play. Mom's gone in the flames, but we're not here to mourn. We've got a party to salvage. Someone pass the popcorn. The Hobgoblins, it's a tragedy with a twist. We'll laugh through the tears and the food we missed. From mac and cheese to the chaos and the shock. The Hobgoblins are here and they're still on the clock. The girls got shipped off to a school far away. Military style, now girls stop with the play. Bob's still standing in his socks with a frown. His one good shirt covered in mac and cheese brown. But there's something hilarious in the way things went wrong. His favorite plant's still alive, it's been there all along. And the urn on the table, well, it's really not that bad. It's just that Mom's face is now a jar of sad. So the guests all stare, holding their beer, as Bob's like, hey folks, I'm trying here. The fire's all gone, but the jokes are still bright. Who wants to hear about the time I burned to bite? The Hobgoblins, now they're a sitcom on display. With fire in the kitchen and no one to play. Mom's gone in the flames, but we're not here to mourn. We've got a party to salvage. Someone pass the popcorn. The Hobgoblins, it's a tragedy with a twist. We'll laugh through the tears and the food we missed. From mac and cheese to the chaos and the shock. The Hobgoblins are here and they're still on the clock. Sure, we lost our matriarch in a smoky blaze, but we still have the chips and the salsa to praise. The urn's on the counter, but the game's still a go. Bob's pouring the drinks just a little too slow. The Hobgoblins, now they're a sitcom on display. With fire in the kitchen and no one to play. Mom's gone in the flames, but we're not here to mourn. We've got a party to salvage. Someone pass the popcorn. The Hobgoblins, it's a comedy of flames, but we're still laughing at these new mom games. From mac and cheese to the burnt out shock. The Hobgoblins are here and they're still on the clock. So raise a glass to the Hobgoblins' new fate. Even if dinner was a burnt up plate. We're a family of laughs, a little off track, but hey, the cake's still here, so we're bringing it back.
Guys, that was the Hobgoblins. I didn't tell you about it beforehand, but yeah, that's actually about a simulated adventure of FDO's wife's Sims. Mother died tragically in a mac and cheese fire, but they still had the party planned and couldn't cancel.
Yeah.
The RSVPs were in. You know what, guys? What's crazy, and I didn't even realize this was happening to me until I had a realization earlier tonight. Essentially, when I'm not here or there, I'm standing behind a bar. So I'm, I guess, a bartender of sorts.
Yes.
And I just realized the amount of people who come in and chew my damn ear off now that I am one. Like I thought, because I was only focusing on the unnecessary advice, right? Like the things that everybody who walks in, who doesn't own a business and doesn't own my business, thinks I should have. Like a microwave for hot dogs or sports or video games or whatever it is, right? Whatever your advice to someone is that you don't have a stake in, it's a free country. I can't stop you from telling people how to do their thing. I'm just saying I wouldn't. But moral of the story is, like, everybody who isn't coming in to give me advice about what I am doing basically opens up about anything all the time. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is say, hey, what's new?
Yeah.
Blah, word vomit. I have people standing in front of me for hours, and it's all wildly fascinating interactions and entertainment. And I don't know, man. I guess it just crept up on me because I just felt like, oh, I'm having an interaction with another human being, a customer, and I'm squeezing them dry of money. No, I appreciate all the people who come in. It's just I didn't realize now that I'm like an unofficial alcohol dispensing therapist, and all it takes, people you don't have to be a bartender to know this. All it takes is just asking what's new or
Right,
what's
how's
up,
it going?
and then shutting your mouth and listening.
Yeah.
Incredible. People will just word vomit their entire life at you, which, if you were corrupt, it could be served to hurt people. I hope you don't. That being said,
The understanding bar man.
yeah, all you got to do is just like lean over a bar and say, what's up, or how's it going, or how's it hanging, or anything.
Brick says secretly use their stories in AI songs.
Yeah. Oh, I should start stealing people's ideas. They're my intellectual properties now, and you can't. Well, I guess you probably could steal my stuff, but I hope you don't. Speaking of Brick, this is a little maybe a Freudian look into Brick Newton's state of mind. The song is called "My Dream State," and the prompt, or the cry for help that I heard from across the globe was, why are my dreams so much better than real life? Right?
Huh.
And I go, all right. Typically, mine are just about as good. Like today. Speaking of dreams, everybody loves talking about dreams, and more or less, people love about hearing other people's dreams. So here's the dream I had. So usually I go into the office because I work remotely usually on Tuesday, right? But I had to go in there Monday to get trained for a new thing that I'm woefully unprepared for. Moral of the story is I had to wake up earlier today because today is my office day. And the dream I had was I got up and went about my day and forgot I had to go in, and then I was late.
Uh-oh.
And that's it. I wasn't stressed about it necessarily. I was like, oh, damn it. I was in my car. I was driving. I'm like 2 hours late. Man. And then I woke up, and I'm in my bed, and I go, woo!
Now I'm
Great
going to be
dream, right,
early.
guys? You fucking love that story. Put a 1 in the chat if you love that story. I know you do. That being said, like I was telling you, this is called Dream State, and it's from a little guy named Brick Newton.
I know it's worth it. This is what I came here for. I have a purpose, not afraid of hurting it anymore. Sleeping, I'm leaving for a vacation forevermore. 'Cause I could never go back to reality. When every day is so black, no light at the end of the
So there you go. That's Brick Newton. So another look into Brick Newton. He asked for 80s goth. But I did write a note down because that hit me and I go, who does this sound like? So picture this and you'll just tell me I'm right. It's like him meets Good Charlotte. Are you familiar with him? Anybody?
I'll need you to like give me a song or something.
You don't know them because if I hum of something, you probably never heard it. But like when I was working at Zia Records, him was big. And it's so it's like Good Charlotte, but just a little bit harder, but in that same genre.
Okay.
Yes, I am right. You see, Brick says I nailed it. Even if he doesn't mean it's me, that's what I'm going to take it as. Killing Loneliness. Yeah.
Was that a song, Killing Loneliness?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to look them up.
What was the big song that I listened to? Oh, shit. I don't remember. I had the album. I still have it. I could probably look it up, but I'm not going to. Because that's not what we're here for, God damn it. We're here to celebrate the people who didn't write these songs. Not the people who may or may not have written their songs. Anywho. Okay, so moving along. So there's one coming up that I think is fucking... Not only is it like good, but it's like hilarious. But that's coming up, just to tease it. Next up, we have a little ditty from Ryan. And guess what?
No,
it's about a Popeye character. It's based in the Popeye universe.
Oh.
I think it was another sea shanty, although it could be folk. If we have enough time, I'll play the sea shanty in
That one's good.
its entirety. It played at the meadery, and I was so sad no one was there to hear it. And even if they were there, they probably wouldn't have listened. Because no one ever does, goddammit. I put sweat and blood and tears into these songs. No one even reacts to them. Some of them have swear words in them.
Only one person has ever reacted to them.
It's sad. Anyway, that being said, what I've got here is a little ditty about Wimpy. This is actually a ballad. I think it is actually a folk ballad. But coming to us from Ryan Maxwell himself, we have the Ballad of J. Wellington Wimpy. Stick around.
J. Wellington Wimpy, in the town he'd roam, always a jolly grin, never far from home. His pockets were empty, but he found a way. Pay you Tuesday is what he'd always say. Oh, Wimpy, Wimpy, with a heart so true, hamburger dreams that you constantly pursue. In the diner light where he loved to stay, pay a Tuesday for a bite today. Morning to midnight, he'd search far and wide, with hunger in his belly and joy in his stride. The sizzle and the smell, oh, it drew him near. Burger in his sight, never felt no fear. Oh, Wimpy, Wimpy, with a heart so true, hamburger dreams that you constantly pursue. In the diner light where he loved to stay, pay a Tuesday for a bite today. Down by the counter where he made his plea, just one more burger, save your bill for me. Folks would shake their heads, but they couldn't deny the way his eyes would sparkle when burgers were nigh. He'd sit by the window with a tear in his eye, watching the world pass as the days went by, hoping for a friend who'd understand trading promises of Tuesday for a bite today.
So there you go. It's a folksy little ballad of J. Wilmington Wimpy. What's his name? That's just the ballad of Wimpy. Let's just call it that. Once again, if you like any of these songs, they are dropping as we play them in the Discord. Again, if you like them, they're there for free. What am I going to do with them? Anyway, guys, I drive a motorcycle sometimes, right? And here in Arizona, you got basically, or at least where I live, there's snow in Arizona. Like, it's not a, don't be stereotypical. But where I live, basically no snow. Pretty much riding weather all year round if you can take the heat. A lot of people can't. Your boy here can. But on the best days are the days where I usually find myself busy or needing to be in the car versus the bike. And those are the days I see just bikers all over the damn road. People in their electric glides, their soft tails, their their shadows. They got their boulevards out there. You got ADV bikes and sport tourings and cruisers and choppers and bobbers and all that shit. And I go, God damn it. And the naked bikes, I go, God damn it. Why am I not out there? I go, tomorrow, I'm making room. The weather is perfect. It's like between the 70s and the 80s here. I'm getting out on the bike. Every time my ass hits that seat, two other dudes. One of the coolest things about riding a motorcycle is you basically have an in with anybody else on a bike because you can drop down two fingers, which means many different things. It'll either mean keep your two wheels down, as in on the pavement. There's a million different folkloric reasons why we do it. But it's like weirdos with their Jeeps and the rubber duckies. Those, like, God forbid you ever get behind a Jeep at any capacity we need to go faster than 58 miles an hour. I don't know why they can't go faster than that. I think I know why, but I don't want to throw shade at Jeep anymore. That being said, every time I go out there, I pick the longest and windiest road I can. I go, there's got to be dudes on bikes out today. It's time to get a little bro time, even though you're just passing by. You know, you feel the wind, you feel the temperature on your body. The smells are everywhere that you wouldn't get in a car. Like, it's a completely different and utterly visceral experience. I can't recommend it enough. Even if you have to be embarrassing and get a trike, whether the two wheels are in the front or in the back, embarrassing. I understand some people who have balance issues and yada, yada, yada. If that's the issue, then don't be on a bike. Here's a quick story. I had a boss when I was an electrician out at working at the Intel campus. This dude, like, you know when the Tin Man first gains mobility and he's all rickety and it's hard moving because his joints are stiff? This dude was that 24/7. And he had like a Harley Electric Glide or something like that, maybe a Road King. Mm-hmm. And I go, oh my God, because he's like, yeah, I like going to Tortilla Flats or other local references on his bike. I go, oh my God, this dude's gonna die on his bike. Like, he can't, like, he had no dexterity in his limbs, any of them. And it wasn't like 2 months later, he got taken out in a motorcycle accident.
Jesus.
Like, because he,
there's a lot of those out here.
Like, whatever. If a trike's your thing, do it. Just know your reputation before you get into it, but also, like, know your skill level.
Know your dealer also.
Know your dealer. Where's my mushroom dealer?
There's like a new, I mean, maybe it's not new. I've recently seen it being a thing. Like, you know how you put the two fingers out for the people, but like the hitting the top of your helmet to indicate that a police officer is nearby.
Yeah, that's not new.
I'd never seen it before until like relatively recently.
Yeah, there's like, and that's another cool thing too, is like bikers look out for each other more than cagers or car people, because, like, you know, there's like, you're like so in the minority of just like riders, even if you're a casual or a daily. So yeah, there's a million different signs and signals that you can learn that doesn't involve like flashing your headlights or anything like that. You can do hand signatures, you tap your head in a certain way, and you know, you just sort of pick it up as you go. And it saved my ass a few times. Like some dude will be coming around a twisty road and he'll tap his helmet and I go, cool. And not 30 feet later, there's a cop hiding behind a bush.
Yeah.
You know, be a biker. You know what I mean? So yeah, like what do we got? What was that? The Battle of Wimpy?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. This is one of my favorites. Now, a wild card too, because the 50s doo-wop. This comes to us from Brick Newton, because he laments the past future. So what Hanna-Barbera thought that like today would be like, a la the Jetsons.
Oh.
So it's a little doo-wop number about where are flying cars, food, pills, etc. I think this is the one that came out in 1. And Brick, I hope you enjoy it. This is something. It's not something. It's a song. It's a song called "The Future's Still a Dream." And I probably should have.
Ryan, to answer your question while David's fumbling around, he does not have a Harley. He's got a Bolt.
I've got a Yamaha Bolt. I used to have a Harley. God damn. Let me talk about that.
Was a nice
Harley for
bike.
a minute. Like a 2007 Softail Deluxe, right? Like metal flake blue and like cream accents. Chromed out like a fucking like zillion dollars. This was a dentist bike.
I have a picture of David somewhere sitting on that bike.
Those are the bikes you want. If you want to get a bike, do yourself a favor and go to like a consignment shop or a dealership and get a dentist bike. And by that I mean like a dude who got his went through the class, got his license, and then got in way over his head or didn't
Had a
realize
midlife
his time,
crisis, yeah.
and chromes out a fucking bike to the tune of 20 grand. Because you can pick up that thing second-handed, because resale on accessories for bikes is $0. However good or bad your bike looks affects the price zero, basically. So, like everything, the braided steel cables for all the like the clutch and the brake and everything, huge floorboards, the rocker shifter, like Mustang saddle with the studs and shit. God damn, that was a nice bike. But I'm riding a Bolt, and it gets a little squirrely around 80. Anyway, that being said, here is a little song I was talking about earlier about the Jetsons.
We thought the future'd come by now, with flying cars to show us how. But here we sit on solid ground, and Jetsons' dreams ain't yet been found. I want my dinner in a pill. Instead I cook on iron grill. The years have passed, yet still we wait for robots serving on a plate. Where's my flying cars, my love? Zooming like a skybound dove. Tell me, where's my robot maid? We need those promises we made. Hey, they promised us the stars so bright. Instead, we're stuck in earthly plight. Rocket boots and astro suits are rare as hens that wear cute boots. Tech so slow, but dreams so fast. Future we long for in the past. Where's our sci-fi fantasy? We're still riding in memory. Where's my flying cars, my love? Zooming like a skybound dove. Tell me, where's my robot maid? We need those promises we made. Tech so slow, but dreams so fast. Future we long for in the past. Where's our sci-fi fantasy? We're still riding in memory. Where's my flying cars, my love? Zooming like a skybound dove. Tell me, where's my robot maid? We need those promises
so, Brick, a little something for you. The future's still a dream, and obviously it is, because, like, you know, now that you think about it as an adult, you know, could you really fit, like, no matter what AG1 or any other greens company claims, like, they can't fit a whole meal in a pill, like, just by the laws of physics. The physics of it don't make sense.
Physics.
The physics of it, Kenny. The physics of it don't make sense. Now, to address FDO and his 1993 Dyna Wide Glide, yum. The only thing I don't like about like the Sportsters, the Dynas, or anything like that are a couple of things. The tank is too small. Like on my Bolt, I can barely squeeze like 125 out of a tank before the light turns on. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm looking to upgrade to something with like 3.9 gallons or above. Because like, what, 125 miles? Like, it's a street bike and not a cruiser, but still.
Yeah.
But, number two, I'm worried about the Dyna Death Wobble. Because, like, with the Softail, I had one spring in the back, so there was no issue with balance, but you can't calibrate two springs perfectly. So that Dyna Death Wobble, like, yowza, scary. I've seen a lot of dudes eat shit, like, because of that. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. So there you go, a little bit of a 50s doo-wop. Now, this one, the next one rather, is coming to us from FDO. It's called the Desert Meadery. I feel like I don't need to like tip the hand too much. I feel like you guys will get where this is aimed and how. So let's listen to that, a Desert Meadery.
In a dusty town where the sand blows free stands a cozy meadery just for you and me, with barrels brimming and a drink so sweet. We gather around, our troubles they'll defeat. The owner's a cool guy, laid back as can be, tipping his hat, smiling friendly. But he's got a quirk that makes folks chuckle, pushing RC Cola and toaster strudel with a hustle. Raise your glass and toast the night under desert stars shining bright, with the weirdest songs you've ever heard in that cozy midweek where tales are stirred. The jukebox plays tunes that make you pause, songs about cactus, ants, and desert loss. You tap your foot, though it's kind of strange, in that little meadery out on the range. Campfire stories and RC fizz, toaster strudel crumbs caught in the bliss. We laugh and sing neath the desert sky in this odd meadery. We'll never say goodbye.
FFOP Radio. That is the Desert Meadery. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. But if you're ever in Miami, Arizona, come on down 413 Sullivan Street.
Oh yeah,
Glad to have you.
Did not talk about the butt plugs in that.
No, but I want to talk about motorcycles a little more. So the thing about it, because the FTO brought up a 2005 Softail Lux. I'm like, yum. But here's the things, two things I love. I'm a man of gimmicks and I'm a man of, simple pleasures. So like the Fat Boy and or the Fat Bob, I adore. I love a fat ass, guys. You know me. I love a fat ass. And those huge, they are a little difficult to steer. He let me. My father-in-law let me ride his Fat Bob around a little bit. Whoo! Never has my ass felt so good atop 800 pounds of metal. Second thing I'm a fan of is curves, which is why I also, if I had the money to just throw at it, I'd get a Honda Fury, probably like the 2023 or 24, whenever they released that electric yellow, or whenever the blue came out in color. But like, yummy, right? Oh my God. Like, I think you even get like a 3.9 gallon in the Fury. I know people may not like it. It might be a little extreme because it's like very reminiscent of the like Orange County choppers sort of feel. It's a chopper style bike.
Yeah.
Direct drive. I don't know. Whatever you like. Like curves and like a fat ass. Anyway.
Ryan says, I guess we learned something about Ladio tonight.
And you learn a little bit about me, and we learned a little bit of each other. A little bit about each other. And those are the friends we made along the way. So this is another hit piece. Maybe not. It's another, like, of course, it revolves around, we mentioned earlier, the Cola Wars. Now, here we go. This is Brick's fault. So this is a little
Damn
song.
it, Brick.
Another Brick. It's another Brick hit. Brick Hit House. Boom, I nailed it. Guys, you just saw that. Brick Hit House. It's a little song called The Cola Champion. I feel like you probably know where this is going, so I won't belabor it. Let me get it pulled up here. Yeah, this is The Cola Champion. I forget which genre this is, but it's coming from Rick Newton. Let's take it away.
Bubbles of rebellion, fizz in the air. RC rising, none can compare. Carbonated fury, justice in a can. Crushing the corrupt, we take a stand.
You heard it here first, guys. That was the Cola Champion. An epic ballad of RC Cola. Here's how it struck me, because everybody was weighing in the comments. To me, it hits the ear like Stradivarius meets Judas Priest. A little bit. Like Turbo Lover and basically anything but Stradivarius, at least to me. So, there you go. A little bit of 80s hair metal. I don't know what the original ask was, but that's the thing. It'll be lost to time. So coming up next, right, there's another submission by FDO. It's about a man named Mo who makes donuts, who puts his own cream in the donuts, if you catch my drift. So this is a little something called Mo Nuts. Let's check in with it, and I'll see you on the other side of the song.
Well, there's a man down the street named Mo. He's got a secret recipe, don't you know? Makes a donut so sweet with a creamy fill. When you taste one, baby, you just can't sit still. He calls them Mo Nuts, they're the talk of the town. Every old lady says, give me one now. They claim that taste takes them back to their youth. I swear they're telling the honest truth. Mo puts the nut in donut, oh yeah. That glaze so smooth it'll take you there. Mo Nuts, baby, they'll steal your soul. You can't eat just one, you gotta have them all. The old gals down at the home, they line up real neat. With their walkers and canes, they don't miss a beat. They say, Mo, you're the reason we're feeling so spry. With a bite of that cream, we can touch the sky. He hands them the donuts fresh out of the fryer. Their hearts get a lift like they're never getting tired. Mo just smiles, never says a word, but you know, baby, his donuts are heard. Mo puts the nut in donut, oh yeah. That glaze so smooth it'll take you there. Mo Nuts, baby, they'll steal your soul. You can't eat just one, you gotta have them all. They feel truly blessed. They say something about them takes us back to when we were young, we were wild, and we lived again. Mo don't need no fancy ad campaign. Word of mouth gets around and it's all the same. From the big city lights to the small town streets, Mo Nuts are spreading like a real good bee. Mo puts the nut in donut, oh yeah. That glaze so smooth it'll take you there. Mo Nuts, baby, they'll steal your soul. You can't eat just one, you gotta have them all. Yeah, Mo's got the donuts, and they're here to stay. Sweet creamy glaze, they're the talk of the day. Mo Nuts, baby, they got the taste of time. Every bite's a memory, you know it's sublime.
FFOP Radio back after that. That was Mo Nuts, brought to us by FDO. He puts the nut in donut, as you heard. We'll probably end up hearing a couple of the stuff, or the couple of the tracks rather, from the last show, because we're moving through these pretty quickly. That being said, just to address Mr. Yabo, loving his chair, loving his new chair. Yeah, don't cut corners where your ass is or the asses you love, right? I got this chair. I got the wife. She asked for a Christmas present 1 year was I want an office chair.
Yep.
So she says, my mom got me one. I go, don't worry about that. I'll get you one that'll treat that ass right. And I was right, because the one that her mom gave her, it's pretty mid. I don't want to throw shade. It's a decent chair, but like, it doesn't cradle the ass like this thing or the thing I got her.
It's true. It's a pretty great chair.
Don't cut corners where your ass is concerned. Like anything you find can get easily irritated and or smelly. I would say treat extra nice. Like your feet, your ass, like splurge on the things that'll make your life personally better because you'll take that and, pay it forward. Just like Haley Joel Osment did. Did he do that? Was it Will Smith? No, that was like 7 pounds. I forget. It doesn't matter. I didn't see either of those movies. I'm making references that are way out of my league. That being said, and the reason why I brought up Half Native Creative, a.k.a. Mr. Yabo, is because he is the progenitor of our next entry. So this is about... Now, I'm going to run this up your flagpole, Mr. Yabo, really quick. Because it's about a homunculus who solves crime, and I immediately thought of the PBS classic Teeny Little Super Guy. Connection? I'll wait for it in the chat. Now what?
Hit the tip button or whatever.
Cool.
Ryan says, what you really need is a Hawaii chair. I know. I'm regretting that Goodwill Hawaii chair.
Here's the great thing about just being around microphones. You learn a few things, right? And the few things I learned. You don't chew gum when you're on mic. You don't drink a liquid with ice in it. That's number 2. Number 3, you don't have your ass constantly shaking, modulating your insane voice on my goddamn show.
I wouldn't do it on the show. I would have it as my work chair and get nothing
how
done.
The fuck? Like, try typing, like anything other than just like talking on your speakerphone. I could see you also getting like nauseated from that. You're like, fucking crazy.
Barfing on a meeting call while I'm spinning in the chair.
Yeah, exactly. App native, yes. So is that what the kernel of this was? Because I fucking loved Teeny Little Super Guy. You can't judge a hero by his size. I'm just a teeny little super guy. There were salt shakers and pepper grinders and glasses and bowls and shit. Everybody was a piece of kitchen accoutrement, if you will. Fucking great. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the homunculus man. It's a detective. He's also a homunculus. He solves crimes. You're about to hear it.
He's small but mighty, a pint-sized hero, roaming the states from here to the zero, made in a lab with some strange potions. Now he's out there fighting crimes with devotion. He's got the heart of a lion, the strength of a bear, tiny little fists, but he don't play fair. A homunculus on the go, no villains too big, no case too low. It's the homunculus man out on the beat, chasing down the crooks, moving on his feet, with a tiny little body but a giant plan. Look out, bad guys, here comes the homunculus man. He might not be tall, but he's quick as a flash, chasing down baddies in a flash of a dash. He's got no time for lawless schemes, with his magnifying glass and his dream team beans. It's the homunculus man, he'll save the day. No matter the crime, he'll find a way. He's small but smart with a plan in his hand. You better watch out for the homunculus man. From coast to coast, he's always on the move, fighting the bad guys with a groove. He'll take them down with a smile and a wink. You might not see him, but you'll feel the sting. In the dead of night or the light of day, homunculus man is never far away. No case too big, no job too small. When evil's around, you can count on him to stand tall. It's the homunculus making the case from Vegas to Des Moines with a heart full of courage and a clever plan. Don't mess with the homunculus man. Whoa. Whoa. So when the crime's too big and you need a hand, call on the smallest but mightiest man. He'll be there in a flash and you'll understand. The world's a safer place with the homunculus man.
Bingo, guys. That was the homunculus man. Now, keep in mind, these are songs that play at my establishment.
It's true.
I put all of the AI songs I've been generating with you all and myself in private along the way into a playlist. It's 7 hours long. It's pretty crazy. Again, some motherfucker is going to come in, listen, and laugh at what I have and you guys have put forth in this effort. It's
I hope
fucking
so.
hilarious. God damn it. Anyway, that being said, this one, full disclosure, it's my own devising. I've shared it in the Discord, so anyone beyond now, I'm going to make you listen to it again. If you haven't yet, you're about to be subject to a treat. So this also has to do with Mr. Yabo. So one of the Discord servers we were in together, he posted the succulent Chinese meal guy. So I go, that would make a hilarious song. So I type in YouTube, succulent Chinese meal. It brings up, a zillion videos. I click on the first one, so it label it as Charles Dozer. It's not the guy. So his name is Jack something or other. I forget it. It's not important. He's a very innocent man who they thought he was a different mob boss or something. Watch the interview if that tickles you. So this is a lot like my Jim's Funky Thought Crime or anything of that nature, where it's just a reimagining of a real life event, but the names and details have been slightly changed to protect the innocent.
Correct. Okay.
Like when that obvious Michael Jackson analog was on SVU, right? We go, a guy who owns a bunch of toys and has a Michael Jackson bedroom and looks like Michael Jackson. We go, huh? Anyway, so this is simply called a succulent Chinese meal. And if you haven't seen this clip, welcome to the planet Earth. I assume you were born yesterday. So please enjoy.
It was a Saturday night, the pub was full of cheer. Charles Dawson's favourite time of year. He sat down for dinner, a feast in front of him, but little did he know the night would turn grim. The door flew open, the coppers rushed in. You're under arrest for something, let's begin. He looked up with a grin, not fazed at all. Hey, what's the charge, mate? I'm just having a ball. What is the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. That's the deal, he said. I didn't do it, I'm just here for the grub. But the cops weren't having it. No time for a pub. They took him outside, the cameras were bright. Charles didn't panic, he was feeling alright. Don't be daft, lads. This is all a mistake. But he couldn't quite dodge the handcuffs they'd make. As they shoved him in the car, he threw up his arms. Is this some sort of joke or are you pulling my charms? Then he shouted aloud as the crowd started to cheer. Do you mind? I'm just trying to enjoy my beer. What is the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. That's the deal, he said. I didn't do it, I'm just here for the grub. But the cops weren't having it. No time for a pub. Oh, come on, lads, what's the fuss about? You've got nothing on me, no need to shout. The officers smirked and said with a wink, you're not off the hook, not yet, don't you think? What is the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. That's the deal, he said. I didn't do it, I'm just here for the grub. But the cops weren't having it. No time for a pub. Now Charles is a legend, from London to Wales. His meals got him famous, it's gone all over the tales. But deep down he laughs cause he knows what's the score. A succulent Chinese meal is what he's remembered for.
meal. That's a succulent Chinese meal based on true events about an actual not guy. Charles Dozer, not that guy. Classic Canadian meme specialist, Mr. Yabo, says it's Jack Carlson. Now,
Mr. Yabo.
we are now in unintended. We are now in unintended consequences.
No malicious content.
No malicious content. Not intentional. That being said, we're gonna go. I'm gonna play a few of the last ones for you because I haven't gotten these put together in any significant way. So I'm gonna play 2, maybe 3. The first one I believe was a Brick Newton submission. Once again, he is the Brick Hit House, fucking nailing it because this will be the most kick-ass metal song you've ever heard. Asterisk about bunnies and carrots.
Hop, hop, here they come, hopping on the block. Oh yeah, a mob of bunnies, looking fly, they ready to rock. Wiggling the noses, eyes on my stash. If there's no carrots they chew, it's gonna be a smash. Bunnies on the loose, better guard your stash. Chewing on the cords, they'll turn them into trash. Hop, hop, they don't stop till they get their fill. Carrot crunching bunnies got a serious thrill. Found them in my kitchen, sneaking around the floor, nibbling on my veggies, always wanting more. Can't leave wires out, they'll chew them real quick. Got a crunching bunnies, got a serious thrill. Found them in my kitchen, sneaking around the floor, nibbling on my veggies, always wanting more. Can't leave wires out, they'll chew them real quick. Gotta feed them carrots, that's the bunny trick. Bunnies on the loose, better guard your stash. Chewing on the cords, they'll turn them into trash. Hop, hop, they don't stop till they get their fill. Carrot crunching bunnies got a serious thrill. Now I'm in a pickle, can't find a solution. Do I buy more carrots or face the bunny revolution? Every corner that I turn, a bunny's on the chase. Better start a carrot farm to keep up with the pace. Bunnies on the loose, better guard your stash. Chewing on the cords, they'll turn them into trash. Hop, hop, they don't stop till they get their fill. Carrot crunching bunnies got a serious thrill.
There you go. That was Carrot Frenzy, mistakenly misattributed Brick.
Oops.
Oops. That was actually FDO. So I for some reason I tied the dolphin and sheep tune together with the
Bunnies.
bunny and carrot tune. So my mistake. All credit goes to FDO on that one. So I'm stuck between two because we didn't hear the whole things, obviously, when I was doing it on the fly. So, all right, let's do this one because this one actually played out loud where people could potentially hear it. No one came in to hear it at the time. But just imagine, put yourself in this situation. You're in a small boom-bust mining town in the Southwest. You're wandering around antique stores, other things.
Others.
And you walk past a place that says Meeting of the Minds. And they go, whoa, I don't know. Maybe you're one of these people who goes, I don't know what mead is. And you walk in and you go, oh, it's so delightful in here. But you're hearing this song. How would you feel? I want to hear it in the chat.
It was 1895. 4 men died in an anal leakage outbreak. It was spreading far and wide, so something must be contrived. A professional was assigned for gas and fluid control down there. And so he fashioned a device, a plug to fit inside, and it relieved that burden, I'm told. Our bowels felt brighter, insulin tighter, and we all felt so safe and secure. Oh, but the butt plug professionals long for more. A new way of cracking the whip. Oh, it was civil war. And so the clamp was fashioned and the seal was put on strong. Our anal sphincters needed more. Yes, in them we would confide until the day we died, to keep the integrity of our bowels. But soon, anal stability turned to rigidity. Things could not withstand any more force. We knew something had to be done soon before the bowels broke from the Civil War.
That's it, guys. FFOP Radio. What did I call that song again? Something about anal leakage. Anal leakage. It was,
Obviously.
It was 1895. I think I renamed it to Butt Plug Professionals, BP Professionals. And this is the thing I hope most above all. Like, I want a reaction that Brick described in the chat. I want someone to come in, not hear it at first, be like, oh, what's this? Blah, blah, blah. I'll take a blah, yada, yada. And they wander their chair, they sit down, and they go,
What?
what? Never happened. Not happened yet anyway. Everybody's too busy talking with their friends and their family. They don't want to listen to the
Damn people coming in with their
I
friends.
say, shut up and listen to my goddamn music. And I splash water in their face because I sell the meat. Water's free.
Yeah, water's
essentially.
free. Yeah.
Anyway, we probably got time for one more.
You said you were going to play the Popeye.
Oh, yeah. So that's
sea
what we'll do.
shanty.
We're going to play. Now, this is the Ryan Maxwell Classic. This came out so good.
Yeah.
The sea shanty that actually sounds like a sea shanty. We heard a little bit of it in the last episode. This is going to be the full version. It's Popeye's Tale in Sweet Haven. I assume, based on the description I got from Ryan for the prompt, this is Popeye's origin story, and maybe, I don't know. You be the judge. I know Ryan will tell us in the chat, so stay tuned.
One night sailor Popeye sailed through the storm, anchored in Sweet Haven, drawn to its charm. Left his tin of spinach, had rum in his hand, searching for his father on this newfound land. Oh Popeye, sailed the 7 seas. In Sweet Haven's harbor he found olive sweet breeze, with a pipe in his mouth and muscles so true. He finds love in this town and bids his past adieu.
met Wimpy by the tavern with burgers on the grill. Said, have you seen my father, Mr. Lies and Will? In walked Olive Oil, her eyes shining bright. Popeye stood there frozen, felt love at first sight. Oh Popeye, sailed the seven seas. In Sweet Haven's harbor he found Olive's sweet breeze. With a pipe in his mouth and muscles so true, he finds love in this town and bids his past adieu. Olive whispered softly with a voice so kind, your father stayed here, sailor, but left none behind. But stay with me forever, and I'll be your home. No more endless wandering, no more sea to roam. Oh Popeye, sail the seven seas. In Sweet Haven's harbor he found Olive's sweet breeze. With a pipe in his mouth and muscles so true, he finds love in this town and bids his past adieu. Oh Popeye, sail the seven seas. In Sweet Haven's harbor he found Olive's sweet breeze. With a pipe in his mouth and muscles so true, he finds love in this town and bids his past adieu.
FFOP Radio, guys. That was Popeye's Tale from Sweet Haven. Again, if you liked any or all of these songs, they will be in the Discord and are there right now. Thank you so much for showing up and doing this with me. I had a lot of fun doing it. And again, if you have any suggestions, throw them in that Discord server or watch for the community post for when I'm ready to do this again. Super... like
I love hearing all the different ideas and genres. Like,
yeah, it's now that Suno is sort of picking up and getting a bit better. It's not like a real pain in the ass like it used to be. Also, like on the back of that last song, that sounds so much to me. And if you're familiar, Half Native Went to Bed or Marinate Chicken or whatever, but and he may not even be familiar with this, but there's a Canadian band called Great Big Sea.
okay,
And they have Donkey Riding is my favorite song of theirs.
okay,
Or they do General Taylor, and they covered The End of the World by REM. Great semi-a-cappella, like 4 dudes. Great shit. I think the album I have is like called Seagulls or something, but just like a Great Big Sea. It's the album that's like yellow with like a Bob's Big Boy thing-esque mascot on the front. You know what I mean. And even if you don't, it probably doesn't matter. So, once again, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Ryan, for the donation. Appreciate it much, my friend. Again, we'll be back very soon in 2 days. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're watching this live, or if you're in the future, it's already been done. Mr. Yabo and I are going to be watching and breaking down Cartoon All-Stars Save the World from Drugs, or whatever the fucking name of it is. So hopefully it doesn't get yanked. We'll see what happens. But look forward to that. So we're going to be seeing all your favorites. Try to get a kid off of like weed, but also like intravenous, like injectable drugs, which like, what? It's a slippery slope. I get it. But like, what the hell? He tells his little sister, he's like, get out of here. Anyway, Michelangelo's there, Slimer, everybody. And then we'll do some commercials after that. More nostalgic goodness. But like I said, that is in the future. Now I am out of here. Thank you so much, guys.
You don't have Riz. This is a nightmare.
And we'll see you on the next episode of FFOP Radio. Bye.
Bye.
Cool.
I made some spaghetti, but I dropped some sauce on the floor.
Good.
Try to